Uh, the funniest thing is, I haven't smoked weed today, but I feel so high. I've been listening to gospel music all day, screaming it at the top of my lungs. I never believed you could get high just off life. What a beautiful name it is, and 10,000 Reasons. Like, there's so many gospel songs I've been listening to, and I'm just like, wow. So I thank Jesus for it. I thank him for everything. And I mean, he's all, oh, you smoke weed, that's the devil's lettuce. No, it's not. Really. It doesn't alter your brain if you can control it, like Jesus said to control. If you can't control it, that's the devil. But if you can control it, that's God. And you drink alcohol. I don't. I don't drink poison because poison makes you sick and lose your functions. I learned that. I showed the one time I wanted to show my mates how hard I could drink. Yeah, it nearly killed me, and I don't like it. And I just wanted to show them. Yeah, I'll show you how hard what drinking's like. Yeah, yeah, and I don't do it. I if I have a drink, I have one or two, and then I'm just like, you know, or if you're going out with your friends, you like have one every hour or something. Like, it's poison, man. Whereas weed's not. I'm sick of people going, it's the devil's work. No, it doesn't. I don't alter drugs or anything. I smoke weed. That's it. And it's never done anything. It's never made me not believe in God, and it's never made me go and do violent acts. It's never made me go steal from people. It's never made me go rob from people. It's never made me rape anybody. It's never made me do any of these things that you think the dope does. It actually makes me read the Bible and get right into it. It makes it like bring it to life. That's what the weed does when you read the Bible. It brings it to life and it shows you what God means. So you can cut your crap about weed being bad. No, alcohol's bad. Cigarettes are worse than weed, and you both sell them and tax them. So I don't understand why you just keep lying to people. So just stop. Like there's you sell drugs over the counter that are worse than weed. Like we used to sell aspirin. If you have 10 aspirins in a row, you're dead. Weed won't do that to you. So and you used to sell that over the counter. Like you just people are such hypocrites when it comes to oh weed this weed that. No, weed's actually not that harmful to you. It actually helps a lot of things. I remember when that guy in America had to go to Congress to get oil put in because it made his daughter better. Oh, but no, it's weed, but it made his daughter better. Yeah, that's right. Weed has got lots of benefits in it, and it hasn't killed anybody. It's been the biggest lie all through history that weed's bad because they want to drink alcohol. It's always the alcoholics when it's poison that's in alcohol. All right, I don't care that you drink, but don't come at people who smoke weed, who are sounds like it are more intelligent than the alcoholics anyway, and that's why you probably hate us because we're smarter than you. We're smarter than you. I watched Elon Musk smoke weed. I watched Joe Rogan smoke weed, and they're not really dumb people. I've seen so many rappers who smoke weed, and a lot of them are rich. I mean, the only one who doesn't probably smoke is probably 50. He doesn't smoke weed, I don't think. I think he doesn't even drink. He's pretty good man. I reckon he's great. That's beautiful. You know, he's a really good dude. But I know Lloyd Banks, my favorite rapper, smokes weed, and he loves Jesus. So use a yeah. You keep giving weed a bad name, but I know a lot of weed smokers who love Jesus Christ and will never turn their back on him. And they do everything for him. They live for him. They do everything for Jesus. You just want to come at weed because it did something to you and you couldn't handle it. Well, that's just on you. It doesn't mean it happens to everybody else. It has a different effect on other people. And it's never like when I was young, yeah, done some weird things because I was young. I was dumb. But you didn't need to have weed to be dumb, a dumb kid and think stupid things, did you? No, you didn't. But you used to like to blame everything. It's like my dad when I was growing up. He used to always blame rap music. And I used to play him songs and go, oh, really, Dad? So Brenda's Got a Baby, that's a bad, violent song, is it? Oh, Keep Your Head Up, that's a bad song too, is it? Dear Mama, that's a bad song too, isn't it? Yeah. They always try and blame things because the funny thing is my dad used to listen to AC/DC and Cold Chisel and The Giants. And I'm listening to the words of their songs and going, excuse me? You want to pay a rap? Maybe listen to your own freaking crap. Like AC/DC ain't really sending a really positive song with Hell's Bells. Hell's Bells? Yeah, that's not a positive song. That's Hell's Bells. I mean, when the Penrith was on, I'm going, oh, so they're a hellish team, are they? Yeah. And then when Broncos beat them, like, that's for the Hell's Bells song, we beat you. Yeah. God beats hell. So you might want to think about before you come. Like it's always been. That's why I disowned them because it's always been a hypocrisy. Look at their own stuff and it's just garbage. Whereas a lot of rappers, right, talk about God and forgiveness and confessing their sins in all their raps. They talk about like, yeah, violent altercations, you know, and they don't want to have them, but they're just telling them. And like a lot of rappers confess. And then you'll see, like DMX was the best at it. He'd confess all his sins, and then at the end of it, he'd pray to God and can talk about it. And it's always been the way of my life. They hate weed, they hate rap, and news are bad. Then you listen to their songs, and it's all hell, all devil. Haven't you noticed that? What was the first thing they did when rap come out? Oh, it's bad, it's evil, it's that. And then you're listening to their music on. You're dancing around like demonic creatures, and you're coming at what? Rappers who are talking about life, truth. What does God tell you to do? I hate to break it to you. Tell the truth. What NWA done was tell the truth, and they got hated for it. They got persecuted for it. Unfortunately, God was with them on it because they told the truth. People are going to understand God wants the truth, nothing but it. So if NWA is confessing what happens in their block, they're confessing to God, and they have all the right to ask God for forgiveness for it, as everyone else does. So when people point at rappers, I'm like, what are you doing? Listen to your own songs, man. Don't be coming at rappers when you should listen to some of the songs you sing and they're sexually disgusting. Rappers are talking about what happens in life. They're not trying to be sexually disgusting. I mean, they can be, but most of the time they're talking about what they're around. They're around pimps, sluts, hoes, mums, sisters, all aunties, all that sort of stuff. And they're just talking about it. Whereas yous are making songs directly to encounter it, for the encounters. And then you just want to come at rappers. Like, this has always been my life where I've come and I love God. And I've always been told, oh, rap's bad. And I'm like, I'm listening to their songs and their movie clips and they're all like demonic, satanic. And I'm like, you're going to come at rap when you see a lot of rappers where, believing in God and you're showing demonic things. I think I know what's going on. I think a lot of rappers are God's children who are confessing to God to get their sins, forgiven so they can go into heaven. Whereas all these other people they are the demons who want to try and brainwash everybody to say we're the bad people. Because I remember Tupac in his song said about saying how the black people aren't God's children and making them not believe in God. I can't remember. Someone probably can help me with that. Because I remember Tupac said something about it. He goes, they keep making it out that telling black people they're not God's children. And I go, that's wrong. They are God's children. He loves them and stuff. And how they got churches, all that. I mean, that's the biggest one. Why have we got so many churches? When Jesus came and preached, he was doing it like, yeah, the synagogues were big, but they were made out of nothing. I want to, and he lived in a shack, and he preached on the ground and stuff. Like, I don't understand where he's got this. Oh, we've got to make $1 million churches and that. No, what you're meant to do is make $1 million sanctuaries for the poor people, for the starving people. I think that was Jesus' message. I think that was more of the message. Worship. Why do you need a building to worship? You just worship God. Just go worship Him. Go outside, get on your knees and worship God. You don't need a building for that. God is invisible. He's everywhere. Stop making excuses by needing heaps of money to build a building. Oh no, no, it's not. Go to every corner of the world and preach the gospel. All right, it doesn't matter how you do it, but you preach it. Okay, you don't need a big building for it. You know what you should do with your big buildings? Get all the chairs in them and put beds and food and everything there, so people who are starving and that can get off the street and have a place to stay. Stop being greedy. I think Jesus would rather that than see homeless people outside begging, having no food or anything. And I hear a lot of the Christians, we do help the poor. And I'm like, really? How come I still see your big building and the homeless people outside it? Well, let the homeless people in there and sleep in there. I'm sure God's going to accept them sleeping in his house. You do know that, right? We're all made in God's image, so I think the homeless people can sleep in his house. They're not going to, what, they're too dirty for you, are they? Well, then how are you with God then? God healed a leper, a disfigured man. Well, you don't want to help the homeless? They're too grotty for your church, are they? Well, I think you might want to rethink that, a lot of yous. Because we're all God's children. Okay? So, yeah, I'm high on life. So, praise Jesus. Yeah. Stop being greedy, man. So what someone hasn't done what you've done? So what they haven't got what you have? So what? They're human beings, man. So what they're not intelligent or whatever? They're still God's children. They're still God's children, whether you like it or not. That's the test. That's the test. It's not whether you work or anything. It's about, do you care about other people? Are you a human? Do you love other people? That's the test. It's not about you. It's about, do you love others? Do you have love? Because if you want to get in his kingdom, you got to have 100% love. No hate. No evil. 100% love. Or he will not let you in. You know? That's what he keeps telling you. If you want to come into my kingdom, you have to be like him. And he's 100% love. So I hope, praise Jesus, hope you find Jesus. He's the best. He's just the best, man. When you follow him and you get right with him, whew, Jesus is unbelievable. The stuff he can do. I mean, you are probably all materialistic, so you wouldn't understand it. But for me, oof, he changed me so bad. So good. So good. None of this matters anymore. If I die right now, I have faith that I'm going to heaven. My body's nothing. That's the way I'm feeling now. I don't care if this carcass dies. I'll go to heaven. I'll be away from here. Away from all this fleshy temptation garbage. I mean, I don't get tempted, man. I mean, girls, oh, you got to do this. No, I don't. I'm with God. Like, keep trying. If you want this, you have this. Well, you're not God, so I'm not doing it. I don't know where you got that you're a woman and you're God. Like, I ain't bound to you. I don't care who you are. Oh, you don't get this pussy. I'm a Christian. Don't care about it. That's what you don't get. Christians don't care about your pussy. It means nothing. Our lives are about the spirit. So every time I hear a girl, you don't get this, I'm like, I'm a Christian. I don't care about it. I mean, I've got an 8-incher, but I don't care about it. God has changed me. I don't care about it. Hello, birdie. Did you get your worms today? Did God feed you? Hey? God feed you today? Yeah, he did, didn't he? You thanked Jesus today? Yeah? Oh, birdies. birdies. Hope you can see them. Yeah, they know who Jesus is. Yeah, they know who Jesus is, don't you? Yeah, you know who Jesus is. Yes, you know who Jesus is. See? They know who Jesus is. They love him. They love Jesus. He feeds them. We don't feed them. Jesus feeds them. So praise Jesus.